Hey, I'm Kevin Donio, and I'm here at the Austin Downtown Convention Center, and we're about to kick off the ladies. The ladies world record holder of 34 minutes and 20 seconds, which is Faye Stenning, is not here today either. So the ladies chasing her time, and that's very important DEKA fit, it's all about the time, are going to be U.S. Army member Sam Wood, Bridget Brown, who is a former captain of the Oklahoma State soccer team and a Spartan veteran. She's coming out to throw down today, as well as Spartan legend of everything endurance, Kris Rugloski, who's been very successful at DEKA Fit in the past, and newcomer, but not newcomer, to mixed endurance athletics is Alex Walker. She only lives about an hour away. She has every tool in the box to be successful at this event, so look out for her to make a major move today in the DEKA Fit world. And now it's time to get your DEKA done and get in the zone. DEKA Fit starts right now.
Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, the very first holy
The ladies of DEKA Fit have just started. They have just gotten in the zone, and they're out to get their DEKA done. Off to zone one.
Just remember, they're flying in and out, so look before you move.
Alex Walker is right in the lead now, followed by the aforementioned Bridget Brown, Kris Rugloski, and Vivian Tran, and they have just entered zone one. Let's see how efficiently they could go. This is Alex Walker's first time doing this, so it's going to be interesting to see how well she transitions, not only in and out of the reps, but in and out of each zone, like Nick Riker said earlier, is so vital in a close race. Bridget Brown moving through very smoothly, rather. Alex Walker is doing a one-shoulder technique. And she is off. So Bridget Brown has already put about 3 seconds on Alex Walker, followed closely behind. Bridget Brown has just entered zone 2, the 500-meter row, at just about exactly 4 minutes, followed closely behind Alex Walker. Now she already has about a 10 to 15 second lead on Alex Walker and Vivian Tran, and about a 20-second lead on Kris Rugloski. But this is far from a trend. It's going to take us a long time, a few zones rather, to see if that holds up, because Bridget Brown again and Alex have not done this. If they came out too hot, or if they came out too fast, this could affect them later. I've recently, in September, seen Kris Rugloski come from way back to finish in second place because other people went out too hot. She's a grinder, she knows the pace, and you can watch her be very patient and run some of these ladies down further on in the race. All right, Bridget Brown has just finished a row. She's unclipped, and Bridget Brown is now out. We're gonna try to give you a split between her and Alex Walker. Alex Walker has just exited zone 2. She's about 14 to 15 seconds behind Bridget Brown, who is in the lead. Bridget Brown has just entered zone 3, 20 reps of the box jump up or step over. This is gonna be one of those zones, again, where the form and the hip mobility is really gonna come into play, and how fast she can work through these reps. Again, Bridget Brown has a big lead right now, considering it's only the 3rd zone, but if she goes out too hard, she could blow up. We just don't know enough about her to see if that's gonna happen, but I can imagine a soccer player from Oklahoma State has a pretty big gas tank and knows what she's doing. Kris Rugloski and Alex Walker are both in there as well. Alex in 2nd place, Kris is in 3rd. Kris and Alex Walker have a pretty heated rivalry, to say the least, that has gone on for years. And Bridget Brown is already out. She's about 5 seconds ahead. Okay, Alex Walker made up some time. Alex Walker made up at least 5 to 6 seconds in that zone, and so did Kris Rugloski. So even though Bridget moved fast, those two ladies caught up. Coming into zone 4 now in a few seconds is going to be Bridget Brown. Bridget Brown not only was a captain of the Oklahoma State soccer team for a number of years, she's also a mom. Now she's entered zone 4, which is the med ball sit-up and throws. We're gonna see how fast she goes through this zone, the kind of cadence that she's able to put down. Again, this is Alex's first DEKA fit, but Alex is seasoned in everything that is fitness. She can do it all. She can do CrossFit. She can do obstacle course racing. She can do endurance racing. And she is a competitor. And when it comes down to it, your grit and your will not to quit is probably your biggest asset in a sport like DEKA Fit. Okay, Alex Walker has made a big comeback. Alex Walker just exited zone 4 about 3 to 4 seconds faster than Bridget Brown. So she's made up in that zone about 11 to 12 seconds, with Kris Rugloski right behind them as well. As the athletes are entering zone 5, which is the 500-meter Skierg, again, this is one of the cool things about DEKA Fit. It is standardized fitness. So any DEKA Fit affiliate across the world for DEKA Fit, DEKA Mile, and DEKA Strong all have the same standardized equipment with the same standardized rules. So if you want to do any one of these competitions at your local DEKA Fit affiliated facility, you can have the same kind of experience that you're seeing out here today. We're about 15 minutes into this race, and the top 3 women are separated by 5 seconds. Alex Walker, she's in 1st place. Now she's followed by Kris Rugloski, who's worked her way to 2nd, and Bridget Brown is right there, 5 steps behind in 3rd place as they enter zone 5, the 500-meter Skierg. We're gonna learn a lot about where these ladies are at fitness-wise once they come out of this zone.
Alex is getting full extension on that Skierg and going at an incredible pace, but she's being matched rep for rep with Bridget Brown right now. Kris Rugloski is also hammering away in beautiful form, full extension. 500 meters might seem a lot, but these ladies are chewing it up like donuts after a race. Who is going to come out first? I can't see the times, but Alex Walker is throwing down a brilliant cadence.
Somebody's been arrogant. Girl, come on. Money's on Chris. My goodness, Alex Walker.
And Alex Walker is out, and Bridget Brown has maintained the pace. We're 5 zones in. Let's see who can maintain this pace for the next 5 zones. Over my right shoulder, you can see Kris Rugloski in the red tank top. She actually took the lead out of the Skierg, and she's got about a 3 to 4 second one. Alex Walker maintaining pace, as well as Bridget Brown, but Kris Rugloski made an incredibly strong move in that Skierg and is in the lead. At about 19 minutes in, Kris Rugloski is just about to enter the farmer's carry. It's 100 meters at 40 pounds. He's got to carry it through that maze. Alex Walker has made up some time. Alex Walker is not far behind, and neither is Bridget Brown. This is where that grit and that fitness and that experience is really coming in for Kris Rugloski. She has more experience than these 2 women, and is incredibly fit on top of that. Just 2 weeks ago, she did a 100-mile ultramarathon, and I asked her how she feels, and it's like she did nothing. She's like, it was flat. It's still 100 miles, so 100 meters on a farmer's carry is gonna feel like nothing as Kris is now exited. A 6/1000 lead over Kris Rugloski. And Kris is moving at a faster pace than Alex right now. So it's Kris Rugloski, number 1. Alex Walker in 2nd place. And Bridget Brown has still not yet. Now she is. Bridget Brown is slowed a lot, and she's still in 3rd place. It's a commanding 3rd, but Kris Rugloski is in a commanding 1st place, and I don't see her slowing up. Okay, we're at zone 7, and like Yancey Culp called it, the gateway to hell. Kris Rugloski, I just saw her in her first lap after zone 6. She by far looks the most comfortable out of all the ladies there. Alex Walker is running in a great place. Bridget Brown is definitely hurting. But here comes Kris. She's coming around in her 2nd lap. She's about to enter. She has as much experience with this zone as everybody else. This is going to be the make or break for the race. Barring injury, this is where the race is going to be won and where it could be lost. Alex is varying her technique right now. She's getting up out of the saddle of the bike to power through a little bit faster and then sitting back down. So she's kind of doing these stand-up, sit-down intervals that are gonna help manage her energy, but also allow her to catch up. By using that intervaled technique, it's proof that Alex Walker does not feel she's out of this race yet, and she's still battling for that first place spot and trying to put the distance between her and Bridget Brown in third. Kris Rugloski's been hammering away on the bike, definitely putting in a lot of effort. She has to get 25 calories on that air bike before she's about to leave. Again, it doesn't seem like a lot, but after you've done all these other zones and that much running already, it is, like Yancey called it, the gateway to hell. It's the hardest zone they have. And Kris is out, and let's see how much time she's put on Alex. Alex Walker has maintained pace. Alex Walker has a chance to make this a race in the last 3 zones. She's about 7 seconds behind. Bridget Brown is still hammering away. But Alex Walker can now try to chase down Kris Rugloski to zone 8 and make a move on the med ball wallovers. Let's go. Okay, Kris Rugloski's added some time. She is running, effortlessly right now. There is no strain, there is no stress on her face that I can tell. Alex is hammering away. Alex looks uncomfortably comfortable, if you want to say that. She looks strong, she's running smooth, but she's definitely in that pain cave as Bridget Brown is coming around and giving a valiant effort to try to catch up to second place at Alex Walker. But this is, by watching Kris Rugloski here, she's able to go at a good pace. She's going to be able to maintain that lead that she's just added about 3 or 4 seconds to. At 25 minutes and 40 seconds, Kris Rugloski's just entered zone 8, which is 20 reps of the wall ball overs. And like L Cool J is going to say right now, she's bad. She's crushing it right now. This is a perfect song that just came on the loudspeaker for a woman who's about to get her first DEKA Fit Championship, and she can continue to be bad and hang on to this lead. Bridget Brown has now entered in 3rd place. She's maintaining the lead she has on 4th, but she's fallen back from that 2nd place of Alex Walker. If Bridget Brown is able to hang on and take 3rd, that's still an incredible achievement for her first DEKA Fit coming out. But Kris Rugloski, who's just exited, bad as heck, and she is out on her way to the tank sled over at zone 9. She's crushing it right now and in true command of this race. Alex Walker is just left in 2nd, and she's about a quarter lap behind Kris Rugloski at this point. Kris Rugloski has right now. She almost caught Bridget Brown on that first lap of zone 9, which is the 100-meter tank push and pull. And Kris Rugloski is already on it. She is going to be able to push the sled to her first line before Alex starts. So she has half a rep lead on the tank push and pull over second place Alex Walker. Kris is moving at a slightly faster pace right now. She started off with a 1/2 lap advantage over Alex Walker. She's gapped it a little bit. She's created a little bit more space. Expect Kris Rugloski to have a full repetition lead over Alex Walker when she exits. That full repetition lead means it'll be 1 push and 1 pull ahead. She entered 1 push ahead. She's probably going to finish at 1 push and 1 pull. And now it's the top 3 ladies in the zone right now, zone 9. And they're vying for those first, second, and third place positions. But Kris Rugloski has now cut that gap. She had the 1 rep push lead. Now it is a 1 rep push and pull lead. So when Kris exits the zone, she'll have 1 full rep over Alex Walker on the way to the finish line to do zone 10, which is the ram burpees. Kris Rugloski just finished. She's starting her final 2 laps. And Alex Walker is on her final push and pull. This is the greatest performance that Kris Rugloski's had in DEKA Fit so far. And to do it against one of her most competitive rivals has got to be driving her. I am losing my voice. It is so crazy. Alex Walker has just finished zone 9, and now it's a race to zone 10. Kris Rugloski is more battling the world record clock right now as opposed to Alex Walker. Let's go see what her time is and see if that's going to be a threat to Faye Stenning's 34-minute, 20-second world record time.
Push it around the corner.
We're standing outside of zone 10, which is the ram burpees, 20 reps. We're right at the finish line waiting for Kris Rugloski to come in. By the time she comes in, she's going to have anywhere from 1:45 to 1:30 to be able to challenge that record of Faye Stenning. It is going to be really close. It is going to come down to mere seconds to see if that woman's world record is going to be broken today. As Kris Rugloski is now rounding the corner and about to enter zone 10. Kris Rugloski has a shot. She's just been informed by Yancey Culp, who is fanatically pushing her on, that she has a chance, an opportunity for all-time greatness to challenge the 34 20-second record by Faye Stenning. She's hammering away at these ram burpees. Her form is not great, but she's going through as fast and as hard as she can. She's going so fast, the ram just slipped out of her hands, landed on her head and shoulder. She picked it up, grabbed it, and she's continuing, trying to keep her composure. She knows what's on the line. Yancey Culp is watching the time. The seconds tick away. She got 1 rep left. She crosses the line. Does she have the world record? We just don't know. We need to find out now. We gotta find Yancey Culp and see if she's done it. Kris Rugloski's just given everything she's had. In second place right now, you have Alex Walker, who's throwing down an epic race of herself. The pace of Kris Rugloski pushed her. 19! And now Alex Walker has finished with a smile on her face after a great effort herself as we wait for third place.
Let's go, Bridget!
Bridget Brown in third place right now is hammering away at her burpees. And in true sportsmanship, Alex Walker has gone back to cheer on Bridget Brown as Bridget has just crossed the finish line in third place. That is what DEKA Fit about. And Bridget Brown, you just got your DEKA done. I'm here right now with first place finisher and someone who just threw down her most dominant performance in DEKA Fit that I've ever seen, Kris Rugloski. And you threatened today a world record time. We're not sure if you got it yet. I'm waiting for official confirmation.
5 seconds off.
But you're within 5 seconds of that world record time. Now the crazy thing is it looked effortless for you the entire time. Tell us about it.
It was a lot of effort. It was pretty tough. I felt like I was kind of lagging at the first bit, but I was just, first bit isn't everything. And then, yeah, I've been really working on the machines lately. That's always been my biggest weakness. So the Skierg and the bike were stronger than they've ever been before.
The race really changed when the three of you, Alex, Bridget, you all entered the Skierg zone all within like 2 seconds of each other. But you came out with about a 7-second lead. Is that where you really try to make your push, or were you surprised when you exited about 7 seconds ahead of everybody?
Historically, that's always been a very slow station for me, so I was not expecting to really do well there, but that is something I've been working on, so I was glad to see that's paid off.
Once you took that lead, you just continued to gap the other ladies as the zones went on. And I was mentioning on the broadcast that you looked effortless. You looked as easygoing and as calm and collected as at any race I've ever seen you in, including New Jersey back in September. Do you have more to push to get that world record?
Absolutely, 100%. DEKA is kind of something I do for fun. I really enjoy it, everything about it. It hasn't really been like a big focus. It's definitely a component in my training, but it's not something I've specifically focused on. I focused on some of my weaknesses more than before, so I'm glad to see the improvement that I've seen. But there's absolutely room for improvement, 100%.
Well, you didn't show any weaknesses today, and it was a dominant performance and the best one I've ever seen you have. Congratulations, first place, Kris Rugloski. She got her DEKA done. I'm here with second place finisher, Alex Walker, and that's pretty incredible considering this is your first DEKA Fit. Express to me what it felt like and how was it for your first time?
So I did a couple trial runs at home, but I don't think you really realize what it will feel like until you're like here. So there was like certain places where I thought like I would crush, and then I was like, I am not crushing it right now. But it was fun. I can like taste blood right now.
Well, you came across the finish line with this huge smile on your face. When everybody entered zone I believe it was zone 5 for the Skierg, you all were in with like 3 seconds of each other, and Kris came out in first place by about 7 seconds, and then it was playing catch up after that. Was trying to catch her the whole race, did that help you like throw out a better time?
Not really. I just decided to run my own race. I didn't even pay attention to her as much as I was like, just stay within yourself and do what you know what to do. Like, this is my first time. She's done it a few times, so she's like a veteran at it. So I just wanted to see where I could finish, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to her as much as like myself and where I was at.
Again, congratulations. Alex Walker, you got your DEKA done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm here now with Bridget Brown. She's our 3rd place finisher at her first DEKA fit ever. Bridget, you were the captain of the Oklahoma State soccer team. We all know how athletic and brutal and conditioned you have to be to play soccer. What was that like in comparison to DEKA fit?
Well, I was a captain a long time ago, but I mean, you got to come out with grit and like dedication, because there's some really good girls out here. So, I mean, it definitely preps you for the competition and knowing, just knowing how to compete. But I mean, it just takes a lot of work, and I don't know, it's tough out there.
It was an incredible effort. You put up an incredible example, not only for your kids, but the other moms out there, and just continuing to be an athlete and compete. 3rd place is nothing to like shine down upon. Like, you were awesome today. Bridget Brown, she got her DEKA done. Thanks so much. What happened on the ladies' side? Was there a world record broken or not?
Faced inning, starting today, she had the record, 34-20. Kris Rugloski missed it by 7 seconds. It literally came down to the last couple burpees.
Incredible, and now I'm just remembering that she dropped that ram burpee on her head and shoulder on one of her reps, and that cost her some time. Do you think without that, she would have gotten the record?
I saw what you saw. I don't think it would have made up to 7 seconds. It'd have been a few seconds closer. It would have been amazing. Shout out to Faye if she would have been here to throw down with Kris and Alex and Bridget today.
Austin has been a tremendous host for this entire competition. The whole weekend's been fantastic. What does everybody have to look forward to at the next DEKA Fit event, March 19th in Denver, Colorado?
Denver's gonna be a rock show. It's happening at the Pat Bolin Fieldhouse, the home of the Denver Broncos indoor training facility. Beautiful facility just south of Denver. We've got another stacked field just like today's men and women's field.
So if you're a football fan and you're in the Colorado area and you want this incredible exclusive access to where the Denver Broncos do all their practices, this is the race for you. So go out there, get signed up for DEKA Fit in Colorado, March 19th, join us, and maybe be part of another world record being set. Come get your DEKA done with us.